How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. I've got a box, and this box sounds like Jingle Bells, so you know it's got to be good. Anyways, trapping. That is what we're talking about today. That is what we're doing today. I am a fairly new trapper. I've not gotten into it very much in the past. I've used cage traps, but now it's time to get to the good stuff. I hate that I just did that. Put it in the video anyways. I'm gonna get one of these traps out. Some of you may recognize this trap that I'm holding in my very hand at the moment. This is called a dog proof, and I'm no professional trapper, but I do know what a dog proof is. So I'm gonna take my trusty rusty good old setter. You don't have to have one of these. This will just make it easier. And I'm gonna back up so you can see. You take the setter, and you're gonna stick it right there, right up under this bar here. And so then you can hold your trap down. You're gonna take this pin, which is called your dog, and it's better if you just put it through first. It'll make it way easier to set. But I'm gonna take this and push down, get that through, and then I'm gonna push this pin to hold it. And now that pin there is holding the trap. So the trap is now live and ready to strike. And to demonstrate, I'm going to use my new, very official, definitely not just a hanger that I pulled out of the laundry room. I'm going to use my setter offer thing. So this is a push-pull dog proof, meaning a raccoon or a possum, even skunks, can stick their hand in. They can push it down, push the lever down, which the lever is in there. I don't know if you can see it. They can either push the lever down or they can pull it up. So most commonly it's pulled up, which I'm going to demonstrate right now. I did not realize that was so easily done. So yeah, that's pretty much what it does. You pull up, it'll snap, and the same thing will happen if you push down on that lever inside. So I'm gonna get this very official setter offer device out of here, and then I'll meet back up with you. Alright, I got my setter offer device out of the trap, but yeah, that's a dog proof, and that's how it works. But that is not the only thing I got. These are all new. I've got about 6 of them in here in this box. But I also got this bag here. And in this, I have a bag of dog food mixed with some Lucky Charms. Maybe that'll work as some good bait. I think raccoons like sugar. I don't know that for sure, but I know they like dog food. So there you go. Then I've got some sliced up hot dogs. I've got some DP Coon bait, which I'm assuming means dog-proof coon bait, but I'm not sure. And it's extreme performance smoked fish. So that's pretty good. I opened this up earlier and it smells like rabbit food. So I assume we can just use rabbit food, but you know, get the real official stuff. Then get a little bit more bait with the dog food and Lucky Charms. I've also got some brand new, I don't exactly remember, I think it's 11 gauge, but I got some 11 gauge wire so that you can use this to tie it off to a tree. But with these ones actually, and I didn't get to show you this, I forgot. Oh my. I got it. With these ones, I just put on snare extension cables with one of these screw down hinges here. And so then I can just unscrew this hinge off of this part, or off of this part rather, and I can wrap it around the tree, and then I can just screw the hinge back on. So it'll make it way easier than having to go through and do all of that wiring stuff. But I do have wire. But that's not all. We got more. We got more stuff. Believe it or not, we got more stuff. We always go above and beyond here. So this is a very good thing to have. This is a pair of pliers, right? It's got your normal pliers and it's got your cutters. So that is so we can cut this wire and then we can twist it onto the tree. So then you got that. Then these aren't new, but I do have a pair of mechanics gloves just because, I mean, why not? And last but not least, I got this tail skinner. If you've ever skinned a raccoon, you know that the tail can be a little bit tricky, so this will come in handy. It could also double probably as a, I don't know, fishing line cutter, or for gutting a deer. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with that, I mean, I'm talking initial cut. Anyways, that's all the stuff that I just got here today. I'm going to see you guys in the morning. We've already got a few traps set. We're going to check those, and then we're going to set these ones, and we'll check them on Saturday. So I'll see you then. So we made it to the first spot and checked both of our footholds. Nothing. But this is a very good spot. We've caught a lot of possums in the past and just a few coons. It's because there's a creek right here and we saw a lot of tracks, so we decided we'd set up there. So like we were thinking, why not set where we could tell there were coons? So we're gonna go to the next spot, see what we got there. Alright, so that one's got nothing. And the other trap up there also has nothing, so we're gonna redo the bait on these, then we're gonna go set new traps, and then the real check-in will begin tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. So we found this tree right here. It's got a bunch of shavings kicked out the other side. In fact, here's a piece of it. And we tied off our trap using our snare extension to this tree here. So that's going to hold the trap in place if we get a coon there, so he can't just go running off with our trap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this setter, which you can just do this with your hands if you want, but a setter makes it easier. Set our dog here up through the setter, and we're just going to push down. Dog flips down, and we're going to push this switch right here over like I showed you last night. Then we're going to set the trap. Oh, I've never had that happen before, but you know, things happen. I'm going to redo that and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so now I've got a trap set. I'm going to grab some of this bait in here. Thinking about using the dog food and Lucky Charms mix, which I think there's a little bit of fish oil in here. I'm not sure. This is kind of just our own little concoction that we made. But I'm just going to put her right down in that tube. And then your trap is set and ready to go. So we're going to come back through and check all these traps tomorrow morning, bright and early. And we didn't show you the rest because we're a little bit low on time, but I decided I needed to show you one And here you go. That's how you set the trap. So stay tuned and we'll check them tomorrow. Well, we set this live trap on the fence here. And we just happened to look up and there's a muddy coon in here. Oh. Morning, folks. It's the next day. We're walking up on our first 2 traps. This first one's always a little bit hard to spot, but we put it where there is a fallen over tree so that the coons kind of have a crossing point over this creek. First trap's got nothing. Then this other one, right over here, over this little ledge here, but I'm gonna have to cross up over here to see. I don't see a wild animal anywhere, so I'm gonna say there's nothing. So I think the first 2 sets are clear. We got one on up the hill that we're gonna go check in a minute. So let's go look at that one. Well, folks, as we walk up on our next trap, just wanted to throw in there that those 2 sets by the creek, they had been hunting for a few days. They're some older traps that we borrowed. And we already caught a coon and 2 possums. So they're kind of under pressure at the moment. So hopefully these other traps will have some coons though. And we're walking up on this one that we set by that tree that had a bunch of shavings coming out the side. So we'll see though. So this is something that's happened to us a few times already. The trap is pulled over and set off. So I don't know what usually causes that. Could be mice. Maybe they could have just pulled the side pin and not stuck their hand down in the hole and it set it off, but oh well, we're just gonna reset it, I guess, and let her hunt for a few more days. Well, got a little coon here, and he's not too happy about it, but here's a little close-up. They look cute, but they're actually evil. That's coon number 1 for today. We're gonna get this guy taken care of, then on to the next trap. Well, folks, we walked up on our last 2 traps, and there is nothing. So we got one today. I think we're gonna let him hunt tonight, then we'll check them in the morning, and if we don't have something, we're probably gonna move some of them around. So maybe we'll do better tomorrow. Stay tuned. Morning, folks. Day 2 of trapping. We're checking the traps this morning. We already checked the first one and it had nothing, and we actually moved a lot of the traps around, so there's kind of like a big line of like 5 or 6 of them going in the direction that I'm walking right now. So I'm making my way down to trap number 2. Dad went ahead and went around up to the top, and we're gonna go meet in the middle. So I'll pick you guys back up when I get to trap number 2. Trap number 2 has nothing. We moved this trap from that little creek bed, and the reason we did it is because we saw some huge tracks, and they're still here, from a raccoon that's supposedly pretty dang big. So, but nothing on it. We're gonna go check the next trap. Buddy just fell off the tree here, but this is the second to last trap. And we got a little coon, real pretty one too. We're gonna get him taken care of. Well, folks, we got him taken care of, and he's a gorgeous coon. Now this is a little bloody, but it's not terrible, so you'll survive, I'm sure. But look how pretty that coon is. He's got a little bit of a gold coat to him. His tail's pretty much gold. He's going to be a real nice hide. So, we're going to head on back to the house. We'll get this guy taken care of, but we got to go to church first. And depending on what happens tomorrow, you may see a day 3. So, just stay tuned. Morning, folks. This is day 3, probably the last day I show you what we caught. Last day we checked traps on camera. Because it is in fact a Monday, meaning I do have to go to school. Which also means I have to go to school every other day this week too. So, I might show you tomorrow as well. But it really just depends on how I'm feeling. But we're gonna get these traps set, checked. We moved a few of them around again because we had meant to move some the day before yesterday too, but we never got around to it. So we also put out some footholds for coyotes, which I doubt we'll have a coyote on day 1, but we very well could. But we'll see what we got. Trap number 2 for today. We got a pretty good sized little coon here. We're gonna get him taken care of, then on to the next trap like usual. So Dad went to go grab the bait real quick so that we could reset this trap. So while he's gone, I'll give you a look at this coon. So another real pretty coon. He's kind of got this blonde tint around the rings of his tail, and kind of like gold around his neck here. See what I'm saying? And I don't know, we've got like 2 or 3 that have been like that. But they're all absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, I'm gonna get him out of this trap, then we're gonna reset it, then we're gonna go and check the rest of the traps. So, as always, I say this a lot, but stay tuned. I don't know about you guys, but to me that don't look like a raccoon. So this is the 3rd trap, and so far, I mean, we got a coon on the 2nd and a possum on the 3rd. So this might be a pretty good day for trapping. But he's playing dead right now. He's not actually dead, but he's about to be. So I'm not going to make you guys watch that. On to the next trap. So you guys didn't see this, but I had an issue because we caught a possum, you saw, and he's laying on the side, and I couldn't get him right between the eyes because I was scared that the bullet was going to ricochet. So, you know, I just set it on the side of his head, pulled the trigger, and I mean, yeah, you know, gun fires, bullet goes through him, it's all good, I throw him off to the side. Well, the thing just got up and ran right down that trail back into that brush over there. So, I mean, I guess he deserves to live. I don't know what to tell you. So I didn't record the next 2 days, but we did catch 2 raccoons. The first one got himself wrapped up in some briars. And the second one had an escape plan that just didn't work too well for him. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. I'll see you next time.